What if I told you that you could build your very own social network? I'm not talking about in a few months or even a few weeks. I'm talking about in the next 30 seconds. Seriously. Today, we're going to show you exactly how to launch your own custom community in literally half a minute.
You know, if you've ever felt kind of trapped by the big social media platforms, with all the random rule changes, the weird privacy stuff, or just that feeling that you're building your dream on someone else's land, then yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Well, it is absolutely time to flip that script. Imagine being the one in charge, the architect of a space that's built specifically for your community, where you make the rules. That's not some what-if fantasy anymore. It's exactly what we're going to do right now. And here is the part that just blows my mind. It only takes 30 seconds. Using the AI over at web4.community, you can get this whole thing up and running instantly. So, let's walk through the step-by-step guide on how this magic happens.
Okay, so before that 30-second clock starts ticking, there's one really crucial first step. We'll call it phase 1, and it's all about your vision. This is where you lay the groundwork, create the blueprint that tells the AI precisely what you want it to build.
So really, it all boils down to nailing these 3 questions. First, who is this for? And the more specific you are, the better. Saying vintage comic collectors is good, right? But saying collectors focused on Silver Age Marvel comics, now that's killer. Second, what's the main point? Is it about sharing photos, having deep discussions, trading stuff? And third, how are you going to run the place? You get to define the whole vibe from day one.
Now this right here, this is a really big deal. Data sovereignty. It's the whole principle that Web4 technology is built on. It basically means you own the data. Period. Full stop. It's not like other platforms where your community's data is actually the product being sold. Here, you're building your own sovereign digital nation.
Got that blueprint ready to go? Perfect. Now for the really fun part. Phase 2, the actual launch. This is where we go from just a simple command to a living, breathing community.
Now look, there are a few ways you could do this. You could go the manual route, or if you're a developer, you could even self-host the open source code. But we're here for that 30-second method, right? That's the AI path, and it's what makes web4.community so incredibly powerful for, well, pretty much everyone. So how does it actually work? Well, it all comes down to one single, precise command. You just take that vision you came up with in phase 1, turn it into a sentence, and tell the AI at web4.community exactly what to build. It's that simple. Okay, let's look at a real example. This one is perfectly specific. You see? The audience is sustainable urban gardening enthusiasts, and the key features are photo sharing and regional groups. The AI knows immediately what to focus on.
And check this out. This shows you the sheer range. A totally different use case, right? It's for a private professional group. The prompt is laser-focused on Rust programming and specifies forums and private messaging. The AI gets it instantly. This one is all about deep discussion and privacy.
And one more, just to really drive it home. This one is for a niche hobby. The prompt clearly defines the audience, vintage comic book collectors, and the must-have features, user ratings, and trading posts. You see the pattern, right? The more precise your command, the more tailored your network is right out of the box.
So your command is polished. It's ready. You click the button, execute.
And that's pretty much it. For the next 30 seconds, the AI just goes to work. It's setting up servers, configuring databases, and rolling out the core of your brand new decentralized network. It's actually happening.
So 30 seconds later, boom, your network is live. But hey, that's just the foundation. Let's jump into phase 3, where you really start to make this space your own. You're not just a planner anymore. Now, you're a designer. Okay, so the initial build is done, but now you have the keys to the entire kingdom. You get a whole toolkit to customize your branding, add or remove features whenever you want, manage how identity works, and even set up AI-assisted moderation to help you as you grow.
Let's talk about this UID thing for a second, because it's a game changer for building trust. It lets a person have one super secure core ID for important stuff like admin rights or transactions, but they can use unlimited different names for just their everyday posts. It's the perfect mix of security and privacy, and it's just built right in.
So, let's just pull all this together. What we're talking about here isn't just a faster way to build a website. It's a fundamental shift in who actually owns and controls our online communities. This is that decentralized promise made totally real.
And that's really the main thing to walk away with here. In this kind of model, you and your community members, you're not the product. You are the architect, building a digital home that serves your community's purpose, on your terms.
The tool is there for you at web4.community. The whole process takes 30 seconds. The potential is literally anything you can dream up. I mean, from a private space just for your family to a global hub for a new movement, it all starts with just one sentence. So the only real question left is, what will you build?